For people in the crypto space, this right here, what I'm about to display and play, and pause it a little bit and talk about it, this is how important the United States is to the crypto sector. This is about the Clarity Act that Congress is hopefully going to pass in the next couple months. When it comes to crypto, right now they call it the Wild West. Whenever this passes, there's going to be clarity on what your crypto is. Is it going to be utility? Is it going to be a security? Is it going to be a commodity? Once that hits, that's going to change the whole game for everything. So, my opinion, without financial advice being given, if you get your utility coins now before things get really wild, you're going to miss out. So be very careful of who you listen to and listen to the truth. And this is one of the biggest things in crypto. You want something to invest in, a solid future. Ripple's CEO the big guy over Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, is going to tell you how important this is. They were sued by the government. They won. XRP is at the forefront. Keep that in mind. Not financial advice once again.
Welcome back. U.S. lawmakers ramping up efforts to advance the stalled Clarity Act aimed at bringing regulatory certainty to crypto markets. The bill facing a Senate standoff over stablecoin reward rules, whether crypto players can pay rewards for customers moving money from traditional banks to the crypto platforms. The White House stepping in to broker a deal, setting a March 1st deadline to move the legislation forward before the midterms. Joining me now is the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, back with us. Brad, great to see you.
Great to see you.
Thank you so much for being here. So you predicted an 80% chance that this bill is signed by April, saying that clarity is better and obviously than uncertainty. And tell us where you get that expectation.
Well, I mean, to some degree, you can never predict exactly how Senate and Congress is going to act. But
unless you're in the prediction markets.
That's, we should talk about that, too.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Look, actually, the prediction markets around this point, around the Clarity Act, spiked because of some comments yesterday from Senator Moreno, who's been an advocate. I think it's now 90% it will pass by the end of April. I had said a couple weeks ago, I thought end of April. At the time, people thought that was a little optimistic. There's a meeting today with a lot of leaders on both sides, the crypto and banking, in the White House. Actually, it's in 30 minutes or so. Ripple's chief legal officer is representing kind of Team Ripple there. But the White House is pushing hard on this, and I think that is a big reason why it will get done. It needs to get done for U.S. leadership. President Trump has been a clear leader and put the stake out there that we need the U.S. to be the crypto capital of the world. That's good for U.S. competitiveness, and that leadership from David Sachs and Patrick Witt in the White House have been really critical around this.
So what's the Ripple position in the meeting today?
Our position is very much don't let perfection be the enemy of progress. No bill that gets to Congress or gets through Congress, no bill is perfect. And I think that it got stalled because I think some in the industry were kind of pushing for something a little bit more perfect. Our view is we need clarity. Ripple has been fortunate, and we got sued by the U.S. government and had a federal judge say XRP is not a security. We have clarity. Yeah. That's brilliant.
And you got that clarity in the Genius Act.
We did get with the stablecoin.
Now, I'm going to pause it here. When he says XRP is not a security and is ruled, they have clarity. It's the only one, the only crypto that has any kind of definition. It's used for cross-border payments. It's used for a payment system. That is a key to what I'm trying to say on get prepared and get you utility coins. So let's continue.
Market got that clarity in the Genius Act, but the industry, the crypto and blockchain industry in the United States, needs the same clarity that Ripple had to fight for in the courts. And I think for this
that industry, XRP is a security.
The XRP is not a security.
Okay.
And that's what the courts ruled very clearly. And so we were very happy to have that. But the whole industry can't live in limbo. And so our argument is the Clarity Act, it needs to get done for the industry to thrive here in the United States.
So how do the rules differ when you're overseen by the CFTC, since the CFTC will oversee non-securities and the SEC will be in charge of securities?
Correct. So if something's a security, you have all kinds of obligations because if you own part of a company, it's a security, then you get dividends, you get right, title, and interest to governance rules, who you elect to the board of directors. That's not true in the crypto industry. And that's, I think, the false narrative that the Biden administration, the war that the Biden administration waged on crypto, ultimately failed in the courts, and I think it was failed the United States, failed the people of the United States. And I think trying to push it into a securities framework that was developed literally 80, almost 100 years ago never made sense. And I think the courts have clarified that. And if we get the Clarity Act passed, I think the whole industry can continue to thrive here.
Now, to new people in the crypto space, if you're watching this video, I have made videos that are in my library that are showing that I show that are utility coins. This is another hint. Please do your own research also. But the importance of what's going on is going to blow a lot of people's minds when it's the right time. And the right time is going to be sooner than later. Now, when it comes to watching other people talk about cryptos, please be aware that they are after your attention. Me, myself, I care about what happens to people because I've been through the worst of the worst. And I do not want to see anybody else go through it. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here. I will have everything in the description box, and I do not like making long videos because I know attention spans don't go very far. But please do your own research, look in the description box, and learn off of what I've offered. So, crypto is a forefront of what commodities are going to be and should be.